Hi everybody, bonjour tout le monde. It's Friday, we're here together. I am looking for a few products that of course are not at my fingertips, mais je vais les trouver parce que je veux qu'on fait des petits démos aujourd'hui. So, hi y'all, it's Friday. How's everybody doing? Hi Erin. Hope everybody is well. I'm just filing off some little, we're gonna play with chipboard a little bit today. If I can find everything. It was a zoo here today. Hi guys, bonjour tout le monde. So it was a bit of a zoo, and I just started playing and then it just went crazy. So I have to find a few more things. I'm looking for my Wow embossing ink. I'm looking, for things that should be on my table but aren't. Hi guys, bonjour tout le monde. Okay, so I'm looking at different, chipboard comes in different shapes and sizes. Actually, I am going to take you with me, so we're going to keep you on here because I know I opened up a few things of what I'm looking for. Je sais que j'ai ouvert quelques affaires de ce que je cherche et je veux pas ouvrir des nouveaux. Donc, on va utiliser ce qu'on a. That's a luster wax, so we're going to do that. OK. Donc, on va jouer aujourd'hui un petit peu avec les chipboards parce que souvent, le monde aime le chipboard. Et, mais ils disent toujours qu'ils ne savent pas exactement quoi faire avec. So, I'm just looking for good colors based on the styles I picked out. Donc, je check pour les couleurs. I could probably do an orange with a red, maybe. Let's go like that. Okay, but I do also want to show you some wax. So I'm going to take you up front with me while I go get some wax. Unfortunately, I think the only one I have open is a pink, but we'll make it work. We'll make it work. Okay, so let me see if I could find my little wax. I'm going to do a distress crayon as well, so that we can do. What else do we have? My wax is not here. Shimmer spray. We can do that. Distress spray, we definitely can do, not a problem. And yeah, it's the wax I can't find. All right, guys, we're gonna do what we can. OK, on va faire ce qu'on peut. J'espère que tout le monde est patiente aujourd'hui, qui est prête de jouer avec moi un petit peu. Donc, je ne trouve pas mon cire. Une autre place que je peux checker. Si était mis. J'ai joué avec Fran et je pense Liane était ici. Mais on a joué avec, puis maintenant, je ne le trouve plus. Et c'est très joli et c'est quelque chose que je veux vraiment vous montrer. Mais si je ne trouve pas le rose, c'est possible qu'on va ouvrir une autre couleur. OK. On va faire ce qu'on peut. So, all right. I'm going to the back to see what we got. And, no, it's not hiding back here either. Okay. All right, so we're going to play a little bit with chipboard. Chipboard comes in all shapes and sizes, okay? Le chipboard, il vient dans toutes sortes de formats. Aujourd'hui, j'ai pas mon iPad pour regarder les commentaires au même temps. Wait a minute, maybe I do. OK, dernière fois qu'on va aller en avant, je promis. OK? So it's the last time I'm going to drag you guys up front with me. But I feel bad leaving you back there chatting away. Plus, je veux pas que tu parles de moi ou tu ris de moi. Where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Voila. It's just in front of me. So we're going to try. Okay? I'm going to try and not have feedback on it. OK? Donc, est-ce que tout le monde est prêt pour la fin de semaine? Is everybody ready for the weekend? Because I hear it is supposed to be a beautiful one. And me, personally, I am stuck indoors. Don't forget, on a une annonce spéciale demain à 1 heure. So don't forget that we have a special announcement tomorrow at 1 o'clock. All right. Facebook, where are you? Facebook. I am going to turn off all volume first so that I don't give you guys a scare. And, okay. TGIF, yeah. Like I said, and I'm not looking for sympathy, but like I said, yeah, I don't get a Friday or a Saturday or a Monday. Hi, Sandra. Okay, I'm not sure what Jay usually does that we get our video here, but it's not coming up for me. Watch video. Okay. Nope, that's not working either. Okay, videos. There it is. Okay, guys, I got it. See, I've got it figured out. And now I'm going to put you guys up here so that you can see my table. Okay, and now we're going to talk a little bit about chipboard. Okay. Donc, envoi de chipboard en différents formats. Donc, il y en a celle qui fait les originales ici. C'est le chipboard qu'on voit toujours. C'est comme foncé. Ça s'appelle raw chipboard. Okay? So that's a nice chipboard. But then you have companies in Europe that make these. Just to give you an idea of what it looks like in the package. So it's like this, right? So they're now a more natural color, mais c'est la même chose, okay? Et on a ceux qui fait des motifs dessus. So these are pétrailles, puis les autres, ils font des motifs dessus. La seule chose que je trouve, the only thing, so you've got the three kinds. You've got the raw, the natural. So I would call that raw. I would call this natural. And then these are already have a design on them, okay? The only thing I find with this is when you add something, quand vous allez ajouter de couleur, il faut être quelque chose translucide ou tu vas le perdre ton image, okay? So that means you can use any translucent embossing powder like the Glazes and stuff like that. The other thing, quand tu le vois qu'il y a des petits morceaux qui restent ici, quand tu enlèves les bouts, ce que je fais quelque chose, je prends un chose qui est sablé or a nail file, okay? And you can just file those off. Donc, il n'y a pas de problème, tu le frottes, puis ça va sortir, ça va partir, okay? So not too difficult, not a problem. Okay. So what can we do with this? Well, because people are like, chipboard's gorgeous, but I don't use those colors. It's too messy. It's too grungy. So what kind of things can we do with that? Well, there's the basics. So first, let's talk about these decorative ones. All right. Now, the only thing I didn't find when I was looking was my Wow embossing pad, which I need or I won't be able to do what I want to do. So I found it. Okay. So first, j'ai mis un peu d'encre dessus. Okay? So I could continue. I didn't use a very dark brown. Donc, j'ai complètement couvert mes ciseaux avec une couleur. Et si je veux que ça soit plus foncé sur les côtés, je peux même faire une autre couleur. So I've started with some brown on here. And because I want to be able to see the design underneath, I use Distress ink. Okay? Remember, oxides are more opaque. Les oxydes sont plus opaques. Donc, ce n'est pas vraiment ce que je veux utiliser à ce temps-là. Okay? So, here we go. So you see, I can keep making my edges darker. And there, I've got a nice pair of scissors. So I went from this to this. Okay? Not a huge difference, but enough to make this now look like an element on a page. Donc, c'est pas une grosse différence, mais ça a l'air plus fini. Okay? So this looks more finished. Can you detail it if you wanted to? Can you doodle on it? You could do whatever you want. So that's one way when we're talking about the pattern chipboard. Now, if I wanted to paint it, it would disappear again because paint is opaque unless I find a translucent color. So what if, and I just thought of this, let me grab one. What if we use Seth Apter's ice? Let's try that, guys. Where's my ice? Hang on, guys. I'm just getting some ice. Okay, this is real ice. And that's just a glitter. Okay. So what if we tried Seth's ice on here? À cause que les ice peut être translucide, moi, je pense que je peux le mettre le ice par-dessus. Si je trouve ma couteau de palette, je pense que j'avais quelqu'un ici qui a volé tous mes outils. Probablement moi-même. It was probably me, but I got to find everything. Voilà. So I found it. So I would take a little bit, just un petit peu. And of course, I probably left the cover off too long. Attends minute. Where's my die pick? So your die pick becomes a multi-purpose tool because if something dries in the cover, I just use my die pick to pull it out. Okay. Et maintenant, j'ai accès à mon produit encore. Come on. Je te promis, c'est pas sec. C'est juste parce que c'est bloqué. Tu sais que souvent, moi, je ne mets pas mes couverts pour comme 1 ou 2 heures. J'oublie, puis tout ça. Donc, moi, je vais juste enlever les morceaux durs dans la couverture. So, in the opening here, I seem to have left it open just a little too long. Okay, so come on, come on, come on. It's there, it just doesn't want to come out. Okay, I'm going to open the other color. Let me get my other color. Sorry, guys. Is this really ice? Yeah. We'll do a silver instead. It's going to be very embarrassing if it's the same problem, right? So, let's see. No, this one's coming out. Okay, donc voilà. So that's a lot of ice to take out, and I'm putting the cover right back on. Et maintenant, I'm going to play with it a little. And then I'm just going to pick up a little. Je vais le prendre juste un petit peu. Et je vais le mettre par-dessus de mon chipboard. Mais tu vois que je fais une couche très mince. Donc, je continue. I'm still scraping on it, okay? Donc, je veux complètement couvrir, mais en même temps, je veux changer la couleur, pas couvrir tout le dessin. Et comme le dessin est déjà dans le chip, so since the design is already in the chipboard, this is going to stay in those edges without actually covering up the design. So I could do that with my palette knife. I could also go back with my hand or my finger, you know, mes pinceaux. And I could just smudge it around and do a really thin coat. So I can still see the elements underneath. You could also probably run black ink over it before you put the silver on top. Donc, c'est vraiment possible peut-être de mettre de l'encre noire avant de mettre l'argent par-dessus. So, where's my black ink? Voilà, j'ai une petite encre noire. So, what if we just rubbed it over the top? Donc, ça, c'est les ampoules. So you could take brown, you could take black, you could take whichever color. Moi, j'utilise au moment une archivale. But you see, encore, je veux faire plus sortir l'image. So look how cool that now looks. Or for me, it looks cool anyways. So what do you guys think? Is that cool looking? I think like I could put that on a page now. So really, really, really nice. And so I could go back, je peux retourner à ceux-là argentés et je peux mettre aussi un peu de noir autour. Juste encore pour faire sortir un petit peu mon item, okay? And I wonder what happens if I go over the top a bit. So now it looks much more grungy. Okay, so now it's starting to look like more vieillir. Et si j'ai utilisé brun, ça va être même encore plus. So you see, so I've got my little compass, mes ampoules, mes ciseaux, puis encore, probablement avec un brun foncé, but you could go back over your edges, okay? Et ça fait comme plus prononcé quand vous mettez sur ton page. So if you take a chipboard element, put it on your page, and it's looking like it just blends in, then take a darker color and just edge it. Ajoute juste les côtés, des choses sur le côté. Why don't I have notifications here? Where are you? Okay. Whoops. Lost you guys there for a minute. Okay. So, je ne sais pas si vous mettez des commentaires parce que, oh maman, je ne vois pas mes notifications. Okay, so again, aussitôt que tu l'ajoutes un peu d'encre, ça donne plus de c'est plus prononcé. Okay, so that's that. Now, what about embossing powder? Well, obviously, if we use la poudre embossée opaque, ça va complètement couvrir le produit. Mais qu'est-ce qui arrive si on utilise une poudre qui est translucide? So, like our, which one am I using here? Rusty hinge. Oh, that was good. Rusty hinge. Okay? So, what I'm going to do first, ce que je vais faire en premier, je vais prendre mon pad, puis je veux mettre de l'encre sur toute la surface. Now, at this point, you have to keep in mind, okay, oublie pas que c'est probablement, j'ai mieux avec un foam pour mettre mon encre dessus. Just because the reason I would probably be better off with a foam or a brush is because there's so much indents, okay? Donc, je veux être certaine de le couvrir et de bien couvrir. So, we'll see what happens this way. Et comme j'ai déjà le poudre ici, je vais juste mettre mon élément dans la poudre. And we'll see what happens, okay? So, let's see what happens when we heat this. Where's my heat tool? So this one, cet outil-là, ça prend plus longtemps à sécher. So we're going to have to talk for a minute or two. But now I'm trying embossing glaze. Donc ça, c'est les glazes de Tim Holtz. Sont translucides, donc sont bonnes pour tenter quelque chose sans colorer, sans couvrir. Okay, this really doesn't want to emboss. Come on. Aussitôt que ça va commencer, ça va faire toute la chose en même temps. Mais pour le moment, ça fait rien. Come on, come on, come on, come on. C'est pour cette raison, ceux-là, j'aime plus pour sécher les éléments sur mes pages. So I usually use this one just for drying things on my page, just for this reason. Because à cause que toute la chaleur va partout, c'est moins concentré sur l'élément. Oh, come on. Ça veut vraiment pas chauffer. OK, je vais changer mon outil. Donne-moi 2 secondes. Il est juste là. Parfait. Je suis là. Okay, so this one's going to do it better. Voilà, voilà, ça commence. Come on. Where's a good set of tweezers when you need them? Come on. Okay, so, maintenant, j'ai plus de glaçage sur mon élément, mais je trouve que j'ai perdu l'image en dessous, okay? So I feel like I've lost the image underneath. Donc, moi, je trouve que cette couleur était trop foncée pour ça. C'est ça le problème. Mais si on utilise, comme même juste un clair, j'ai pas pensé à faire ça, parce que j'ai jamais un clair juste avant de moi. But if you use a clear on top of there, so you ink it and then you use clear, that would work perfect as well. So right now, I would just need my glitter vacuum to clean that up, but I'll do that after. Donc, on va continuer. So, ça c'est quand on a des chipboards avec les motifs. Mais souvent, on a le chipboard comme ça, puis on aime, mais on veut faire quelque chose de différent. Donc, encore, on peut faire... Oh, you know what else might have worked? Je vais essayer une autre chose ici. Si je mets un peu de gel medium par-dessus, puis laisse ça sécher. Donc, je vais mettre un peu de colle. OK? So, I'm just going to put a coat of gel medium on there, and then we're going to put it aside. OK? Donc, j'ai mis le gel mat et comme ça, rien n'est arrivé avec l'image. On le voit l'image encore. OK? So, I'm going to put that aside. Je vais vous montrer tantôt quelque chose. So, I'm going to show you something later with that. So, now, okay, so we have something like this, very thin, very delicate. So there's lots of different ways you can do something with this. I like the idea of embossing it, or putting waxes on it, or where's the wax? I brought graphite. That's not exactly a pretty color for this. Because this looks almost like a mandala. So again, I could use the ice, which I want to take this off. Tu vois, ça sèche vite. Et déjà sec que j'ai mis sur mon tapis. So this is already dry, what I put on my glass mat here, or my craft sheet. There's the word. Okay. Okay. Okay, so I'm going to take this yummy pailleté, and we're going to try and put that on and see how that works, okay? And again, you see, boy, am I a good advert for this. Die pick, il est là. Boy, guys, I'm giving a great ad here for Seth's beautiful, or Aladdin's beautiful items that don't dry, sauf si t'es comme moi que tu les couvres pas. À ce temps-là, il faut sécher parce que there's nothing else it could do. Okay, so let's see. Come on. There we go. Ah, voila. Okay, so now I can take this and I can just go right over this. Okay? Juste comme ça. Ça change pas beaucoup, mais ça ajoute une couche que maintenant on peut le mettre sur notre projet parce qu'il n'est pas juste raw ou naturel. Okay, and it's going to fill, it might fill in some of the spaces. Donc, encore, tu vas juste faire ce que tu l'aimes. Remember, these are just different ideas of different ways you can cover chipboard. So, there's one. Now, when I lift that, you could see how it kind of made it very interesting because it's going to sparkle. Puis aussi, ça restait dans quelques-unes des petites surfaces. So I could take that out or I could leave that because it's kind of cool. Okay? Donc, ça a changé l'élément complètement, mais ça a l'air beau. So I'm going to let that dry and then we'll look at it again because that's kind of cool looking. Okay. Then you need baby wipes. For chipboard and for any paint items, you need baby wipes. Okay, so I am going to clean this up. I'm going to take that off. So on my whole craft sheet, I only have this tiny little space to work on because everything else is covered. Okay, donc j'ai tout ce tapis, le gros tapis, puis j'ai plus de place pour travailler. So, we got to fix that. Okay, voila. So what are we going to do next? Paint. We are going to take some paint on our chipboard. Okay? Okay, could you go on? Merci. Donc, la peinture. Where did I take out my paints? La peinture, ici. So I pulled out these beautiful Art Alchemy paints that we've used already, and now they won't open, of course. My goodness. It is not my lucky day. Where is Jay when I need him? Il n'est pas ici aujourd'hui. Puis, ah, voilà, voilà, voilà. Come on. Come on. Voila. Look how beautiful the color is inside, though. Oh, it's worth waiting for, don't you believe? Et à ce temps-là, vous pouvez mettre soit avec un pinceau, so you can put it with a paintbrush, okay? So if you want to take a little bit of the color and just paint over the chipboard, you can, okay? So I could go and I could put it on with a paintbrush. The other thing I could do is use a blending sponge, OK? Des éponges. Et des fois, les éponges vont laisser un peu plus de texture sur ton élément. But these, à cause qu'ils sont brillants, because these are shiny, you're going to get like that nice shiny surface on there. And again, it'll look better once it dries. So we'll look at these all at the end of the video. But we're coming up with different ideas of what you could put on your chipboard to make it blend with your project. So, whoops. So nobody knows now that that's chipboard. That could just be a die cut. Ça peut être quelque chose que tu as découpé avec ta machine. Okay? So again, you have to look at chipboard with different eyes. Parce que des fois, dans le paquet juste comme tel, il a l'air comme rien. Okay? So sometimes they really don't look very spectacular. And you've got to think of, well, what am I going to do to change that? And there's so many ways. I mean, think of all the products you have and how you could possibly change chipboard. Essaye de penser à tous les produits qu'on joue avec tout le temps et comment ça va aller sur de chipboard. OK? Comme la peinture qui brille, comme la poudre embossage, comme les sprays. OK? Ça, c'est une autre chose qu'on va essayer maintenant. C'est les sprays. So we're going to close up this beautiful red paint. So, toutes les peintures Art Alchemy, les métalliques, ils sont toutes perlés comme ça. Ils sont vraiment beaux. Et quand c'est dur à ouvrir ton couvert, c'est juste à cause qu'il y a beaucoup de peinture collée sur ton bout. Donc, juste enlève-le avant de le refermer. So, just take it off before you close it again. All right. So, we did paint. We did a translucent, not a translucent, a sparkly paint. What about if we did a glitter gel? Okay. So, this is kind of like the one we did before. Come on. Jeez, these things don't ever want to open. Okay, this is a chunky gel. This one is called Dark Matter. Not even sure we have this one in stock, but I think we do. This one, ceux-là, les morceaux sont beaucoup plus épais. Donc ça, c'est beaucoup mieux pour mettre sur un morceau plus solide que ça. Tu vas le voir, qu'est-ce qui arrive quand on prend quelque chose très épais comme ça, puis on essaie de le mettre. Ça va juste remplir. See, it's only going to go into all of our openings. So I wouldn't use a paste like that. J'utilise pas une pâte comme ça. On a fait la peinture. I wanted to do the spray. So we're going to put that aside, and I'm going to show you the spray on this beautiful mandala. Look how gorgeous this is. Qu'est-ce qu'on peut faire avec ça? Donc, à ce temps-là, je vais le faire avec... Non. I'm going to do it. Ceux-là, je vais le faire opaque avec un oxyde. Okay, so this one. Look how fast you can cover a piece of chipboard. Je peux le faire vite, 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 juste comme ça, avec mon oxyde. Maintenant, j'ai un morceau d'or. So you see that? So right away, that's covered. It's quick. It's easy. Et ça, c'est les sprays oxyde. Donc, c'est opaque. So what happens if we take oxyde and we put it on top of our light bulb? Okay? Si on prend un oxyde, un spray oxyde, puis on met par-dessus de notre ampoule. So you can see a little bit of the image in there, okay? So you can kind of, où c'est plus foncé, tu sais qu'il y avait une image. So let me try pulling it up a bit more. All right, so you can sort of see it. Are you seeing that? I'm not sure. But what happens then if we put it on with a distress stain? Donc, ceux-là sont translucides. What happens then? So let's take a look and see. So you see how that changes the color, but you can still see all the design in the chipboard. Okay? So now you see that. So with the naturals that have a design, tu peux utiliser les sprays réguliers, distress spray. Tu peux utiliser le distress encre. Tu peux utiliser un pâte claire. Look how pretty that is. And I'm going to go and wipe it up. You know it breaks my heart to do that. Okay, but we got to move on. Okay. So now we've tried that. So now let's open up a regular. We've done that all on the what I called natural chipboard. Let's open up a package like this, which is called Cuts and Scraps from Antonis. And you can see how many pieces you have in here, okay? There are so many pieces. Il y en a beaucoup, beaucoup de morceaux dedans, okay? So I'm just gonna take out some of the gears. I just wanna punch it out. One, let's get a bigger one. Je veux pas faire toutes les petits. And here's a bigger one. Okay. Voila. All right. So we still have our red here. We still have our green ones that were done with those distress stains. Maintenant, vous pouvez enlever les milieux ou tu peux les laisser. Encore un choix. And my die pick has disappeared again. You see, nobody takes it from me. It's just me. I hide it. Je le cache toujours. Oh, here it is. Duh. Voila. So I could take these out so that I have a fully open gear. Okay? Donc, si je veux le roux, mais les trous vides, je peux les enlever. Je peux les mettre en deux couleurs. Donc, je peux mettre ça dans une couleur, puis après ça, mettre mon roux dans une autre couleur. Now, has anybody ever put glue on here and then foiled it? It's another thing you can do. On peut mettre la colle, comme le flake and glitter glue, puis à la fin, tu peux mettre le foil dessus. So, I'm getting this. And I still don't see your comments. So why is that? Comments on. There we go. Hi, guys. Okay, now I see what you're saying. Voila. Okay, so now we have a wheel. What haven't we tried yet? Well, oh, that's not the nice color. This is called luster wax. Okay, ça c'est une cire. Il n'est pas sorti encore. Ça vient de la compagnie Sizzix, OK? C'est comme les cires de Finnabair. C'est juste parce que j'en ai ça ouvert sur ma table. Je vais vous montrer ceux-là. Mais un cire, c'est un cire, OK? So, I am going to open this one up, but I would have loved to paint this first. J'ai pas une peinture noire près de moi. Avant que je fasse le cire, I wanted to try Seth sprays, okay? Donc ça, c'est un spray de Seth Apter. Oh, beautiful. So another fast way to ink up your chipboard. But now, je vais laisser ça sécher pour une minute. Et après ça, on va mettre le cire par-dessus, okay? So we're going to put the wax on top of that. So it might, c'est possible que si c'est aquarellable, cette spray-là, c'est possible que ça va essayer de boire l'encre. Mais comme cette surface est poreuse, je trouve que plus d'encre va rester dans le chipboard. Okay? So, and if you're not sure, just give it a quick heat set. Takes 2 seconds. Voilà. Drying. What a gorgeous color. La couleur est vraiment beau. Okay, so now I have this wheel. What if I want to go, actually, I had a different set color. Anyways, I'm going to take a little bit of this. Now, I like to use my fingers. Okay, moi j'aime utiliser les pinceaux qui sont attachés. So I will go over this, mais tu veux pas complètement transformer le roux. Okay, so it is a wax. C'est un cire. Ça va être permanent quand ça sèche, mais c'est pas nécessaire de complètement couvrir le roux. So you notice I'm just putting it in some spots. Okay, so already that's starting to look, ça a l'air plus âgé. Okay, déjà. So I could keep adding. I could just leave it right there. What I would like to do, si j'avais un vert, j'aimerais faire un look plus patina. So I'm going to look and see if I have a green paint anywhere. That's too green. What if I mixed? On va essayer quelque chose. What if we tried, this green is probably not the right green, but I'm going to mix it. Je vais le mélanger. I think I'm going to mélanger, believe it or not, now that I've put wax on everything. Je pense que je vais le mélanger avec un peu de spray pour voir si je peux arriver à une couleur plus foncée. So I'm going to mix this, and I'm going to use my Rustic Wilderness Oxide Spray just to see if I can get that a bit darker. So I spray a little, and then we're going to mix. Donc, tu sais, moi, je ne sais pas si ça va marcher. Mais sans faire l'essai, if I'm too scared to try, then I'll never know. And I'll never have the answer to that question. So let's see if I can get a little bit of green onto here. OK? Donc, je veux pas trop. Donc, vraiment, je vais le prendre juste un petit peu pour voir si je peux faire la look que je cherche. So you see, right away, it's just changing the look of the item. I don't know if it's really going patina, mais j'aime que j'ai maintenant 3 couleurs qui marchent toutes ensemble. On voit presque plus le bleu, so we're seeing almost none left of that blue, but that's okay because it's there and you know it's there. So you see, now that looks completely different. And then I could take wax and I could, again, go a little bit on the green. Après ça, je peux faire une autre couche de le cire par-dessus le vert. And voila. So now I have a wheel and it just doesn't look anything like what it started out like. OK? Donc, tu peux le voir que ça a l'air même pas comme l'original. So it doesn't look like chipboard. It now just looks like an element that I've made. So, waxes can be your friend. They're a lot of fun to play with. Comme j'ai dit, ceux-là dans les bouteilles ne viennent pas avant le mois d'avril. Mais tu peux faire la même chose avec les wax, les cires de Finabert. OK? Ils sont très, très, très beaux. Yeah, Leah has all the proper stuff for doing a good patina. Unfortunately, that stuff's not available anymore, sad face. So what else can we put on chipboard? Well, remember I covered this one with gel medium. So the reason I covered that with gel medium, let's see if I can get my finger clean enough to do this, is I wanted to show you a distress crayon on there, okay? So a distress crayon needs something to help it move, okay? Donc avec les crayons de stress, on veut soit une couche de gesso, quelque chose un peu plus glissant que le chipboard. C'est pour cette raison j'ai mis une couche de le gel medium ou un gesso clair. And then I could just go on here and I can start putting some distress crayon. Okay? Et il vient dans 60 couleurs. Hi, Helen. So, let's just move it around a bit. You see? Si je fais ça avant de mettre un gel medium, je peux pas bouger le crayon de tout. Now, at least, I can move it around because I gave it a surface, a slick surface. But I want more. Moi, j'en veux plus. So, I'm going to really color it. Okay, so I'm really going to cover that. Has anybody else put any other things on their chipboard that maybe I'm not thinking of last minute? OK, et la meilleure chose de faire, c'est juste mettre un peu de liquide, l'eau, ou moi j'utilise mon serviette humide ici, juste pour faire mon doigt plus, more to like spread around the ink for the water. The water, oh yeah, okay. You know what I'm talking about. So there's a distress crayon on there. And the reason it moved around is, like I said, because I put a coat of the gel medium underneath. So again, it just changes the look of the product. Okay? So just looks that little bit different and now ready to place on an image. Yes, stamping on it, Cindy. I actually did bring a stamp to do that, but I found some of the pieces I did were too small. What I like to do is stamp on it and then put something on top, or vice versa. So let me just get this wax off the mat. Okay, voila. Okay, so yes, sometimes just stamping something on it is fantastic. Glitter, if you put a glue on there or a sticky embossing powder, you put that on and then you can put glitter. Let's try, I don't know if it'll work with the gel medium. Let's just give it a try and see. Si je fais un gel medium, et celui-là de Dina est très mince et sèche très vite. Donc à ce temps-là, il faut le faire vite, ton technique, parce que si tu l'attends trop longtemps, il va sécher et c'est fini. Okay, and I didn't take the middles out, so let's see if I can get them out quick. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so now I can put a little bit more gel medium because I didn't put any in the middle here. Okay, so now I've got this gel medium on here. I could technically sprinkle, let's take this, a little bit of glitter on there. Okay, so let's see what's going to happen here. Ça, c'est un expériment. Okay, so je vais enlever. And you're going to see where you didn't put any glue. Donc, des fois, peut-être t'as manqué de mettre la colle là. Après, so you see, I can see where I forgot to put glue. It's hard to go back. Donc, probablement, peut-être plus avec les sticky specks. Si tu couvres ça avec sticky specks, that probably would be cool. But I can leave that there and let it dry. And then we can try adding a little wax on top of it. That could be really neat. So, again, c'est juste jouer avec ce que tu as déjà pour savoir laquelle est ton préféré. So I always suggest playing. Playing is fun. So you have your products out on the table and you go, okay, what else does this do? Parce que il faut avoir, when using glitter, I try to paint or add ink in the same color before underneath. Yep. Good idea, Cindy. Of course. Comme j'ai pas toutes mes affaires ici disponibles de mettre la même couleur en dessous. So, Cindy a dit que souvent, si elle sait qu'elle va mettre les paillettes bleues par-dessus, elle fait une couche de peinture bleue en dessous. Et comme ça, même si tu manques dans quelques places, ça a l'air plus fini. Okay? So I agree. I do agree. I agree that there's no way I'm getting this jar open. I agree that too. Because, I don't know. I think I super glue my covers on. So we can't do that. But the other thing I wanted to try is stencil butter. So I know you guys are loving stencil butter. And I'm just looking around and I'm like, my stencil butter is no longer on my table. So that makes me sad. So I am going to take a bigger piece now. Je vais prendre un morceau qui est plus gros because I think these gears are gorgeous. And let's see what we can do. This time what I'm going to use, que je vais faire. Yes. Okay, donc les cires, Nancy, the waxes from Finnabair also smell nice, okay? They are not strong smelling. And the new one, the luster wax from Sizzix, is also citrusy. So companies are very aware of that that people using a product, especially when you're doing art, you don't expect to have these really strong smelling products. You really need something more florally, fruity. So I think companies like pretty much try to think of that ahead of time. Donc moi je trouve les compagnies, ils savent que quand on fait nos projets, on veut pas que tout sent fort, fort, fort. Parce qu'on va juste le fermer puis on utilise moins. So I think they've become very aware. Et maintenant, les cires, ils sont bons, OK? Donc, celles de Finnabair et ceux-là que je t'ai montré aujourd'hui de Sizzix, ils sont très bons. Ils sont plus citrus que la cire. So I don't know if you've tried, but I think it was Cosmic Shimmer that came out with some a long time ago, and I got them in. And I remember somebody opened one to look at the color, and I thought I was going to pass out from the smell. Donc, il était très, très, très fort. So, I didn't like carrying waxes for a long time. Donc, pour un bout de temps, j'aimerais pas avoir les cires ici en magasin parce que j'ai pensé qu'ils vont toutes sentir comme ça. Mais c'était une surprise quand j'ai suivi un cours avec Finnabair et sont plus comme on dit, sont plus parfumés que citrus. Mais et s'enlève facilement de tes mains. Okay? So, we're not almost there. I should have punched these out beforehand, guys. I'm sorry. Any questions? Questions, suggestions, something you want me to try on the chipboard because you know that I've got it open and ready. So we already discussed that inks go nicely on there. And of course, the oxides are going to be more opaque. Les oxydes vont être plus opaques. Mais tu peux utiliser les distress inks aussi. That was quick. Done already?
Yes.
Really?
As evidenced by my being here.
Jay's back, guys, so now he can open all those. À demain, Diane. Oh, thanks, guys. Really, I just, I see chipboard all the time in the store, and I see that people walk by it, and they go, oh, that's so interesting. Il y a beaucoup de monde qui regarde le chipboard, mais quand ça vient le temps de l'acheter, ils ne savent pas quoi faire avec. Donc, j'ai dit, on a tous les mêmes produits et on peut utiliser les mêmes produits sur le chipboard qu'on utilise avec nos pochoirs, puis tout ça. So, yes, I do love stencil butter, but for these gears, this gear one, I feel it would be too bright of a color for gears. So, I'm not sure if I could find a black paint or a dark brown paint close by. That's what I would put on, because then I could use the rust wax. Okay, so remember, distress sprays, certainement. Les sprays, certainement, tu peux utiliser. Les paillettes, moi, j'aime mieux faire tout un couvrage sur le chipboard. So either use flake and glitter glue or, what was the other one I was thinking? Sticky specs, okay? Ou stick it. Un de ceux-là qui sont un colle que tu peux facilement mettre sur un foam. Because it's not always easy to find a glue that you could put on a shape, okay? All right, guys. I'm giving up on all these little holes. I'll try and take them out after. But let me see if I have a dark color paint. Let me see. Everything I have is pinky, and that's a wax, and that's not. Ooh. What if we use this black glitter glaze? I wonder what that's going to be like. Let's give it a try. Let's give it a try, guys. And my palette knife is here. Let's try this, because that could look yummy. Oh. Well, it's going to look yummy with a little green in it. Because once again, I forgot to clean my palette knife. Oh, no, you see? Non, il est trop... ça va être plus dur de l'avoir surtout et sans avoir dans nos trous. Okay, so you would have to go back. If you want to use this, I'm not loving it because I would have to go back and I would have to, again, poke out the holes because you can see that it's automatically trying to cover them. Okay? Because it's a paste. À cause que c'est un pâte, il essaie de aller dans les trous au lieu de juste couvrir mon chipboard. Okay? A stiff brush could help. It really could. But that's what I like using with like a wax. But I could go back with my hands. I can spread this around. And I could have left the pieces in because this is going to be kind of cool looking in the end. Okay, à la fin. But if I wanted to, je peux prendre mon pic maintenant et je peux faire juste comme ça pour vider les trous. So you could go back. It's not impossible, but it seems like a lot of work for one element, okay? Moi, je trouve ça beaucoup de travail pour juste un élément. Donc, ça, c'est pas mon préféré. Je pense que j'utilise plus un peinture. Mais j'aime la couleur parce que la noire est mélangée avec mon vert. So I'm kind of liking the color because I had forgotten to clean my palette knife. Surprise, surprise. And I've got the green mixing in there. And now if I go and put some rust paste on there, I'm thinking this is going to be like really yummy. So I am just poking out some of the holes. Encore, il faut pas faire tout, but I want it to still look like gears. Donc, je perce des trous. But I'd have to say this was not my best idea yet. Okay? So, that there, let's pull that off. Okay, and let's wait and see. So let's go back to some of the ones we had done already. Hang on. Come on. OK, donc, voilà. So, I wonder if we can heat that. I think we have to let that dry. I don't think I can heat it. So let's go back and look at how some of the other items dried. Okay? So, there we go. I've cleaned my pick, which I never do either. So remember we did this one with the glitter paste from Aladdin. What I like is it almost looks like crushed glass in there. Okay? Ça a l'air comme la vitrine un petit peu. So I could poke those spaces out, but I think I really like them. Je trouve qu'il est vraiment original. OK? Et j'aime l'effet ça fait sur l'élément. So you could clean it up, but I would leave it that way because I think it looks like really crushed glass-ish. So there was that. This was with our oxide. Ça, c'était avec le spray, le oxyde. OK? Then we had ceux-là avec le Distress Glaze, which I still think it's nice. Then, I'm getting paint all over me. Okay. Then we have that beautiful wheel that we did. OK? Et ceux-là, j'ai utilisé un peu de peinture, un spray de cette, et après ça, de cire. So, still loving that. I hope you can see the different elements to it. OK? Ça, c'était un spray, mais le spray Distress qui est déjà translucide. Donc, ça a l'air juste plus foncé où on a des motifs. So this one just looks darker where we had the design underneath. This one with the Distress Crayon, I don't like so much. I don't feel I had a good color for there. So I think if I had had a metallic, it would have been nicer. Then we have this light bulb where all I did was put archival ink. Sur-là, j'ai fait juste le encre archival. Okay? So I did like that one. Then sur-là, j'ai mis un pâte comme le Icing Ice en argent et j'ai touché après avec un noir archival. So again, just kind of grunges it up. Now this one, I wanted to go back to. So let's see if we can. Maybe if I took a little bit, just un petit peu, of glitter paste, et je touche dans certains endroits, juste un petit peu. Et quand ça sèche, parce que cette pâte-là, il sèche doré. So I think that maybe after I've put this on and it dries, je pense que ça va être vraiment différent lundi ou demain quand on se revoit encore. I think that this, because all I'm doing is filling in the spaces, so I'm just adding a little bit, and that's going to dry. Ça va sécher complètement doré, mais un doré, je veux pas dire flash, but it's going to be like a really nice gold. So I think that that's going to fill those spots really nicely. And I think it's going to give des nuances de ceux que je vais aimer beaucoup. Donc, on retourne à ceux-là. On va revisiter la semaine prochaine parce que je trouve que I think this might really do what I need it to do. So it's covering the places where I didn't have glue, but it really is, ça va sécher complètement doré. Okay, so there's that. And then we have this one, which still isn't dry, mais on sait que quand ça va sécher, ça va être le noir qu'on va voir le plus, okay? With a little bit of the green. I love the way the green mixed in there. I'm not sure if you can see it. So that's really going to give a very different look. Et après, je peux peut-être, I know, I'm trying to move it so that you could see it, but I keep forgetting where my camera is, so hopefully, nope. Nope, you still don't. Hello. I'm gonna put it down here so you can definitely see it, because it's not picking up my camera too nicely. Voila. Okay, so there you go. Okay, so really liking that. So sprays, peinture, paillettes, les pâtes, all of that can go on there, no problem. Are we forgetting anything? Oh, embossing powder. That was the last one I wanted to do. So, not celle comme de Tim, mais vraiment une poudre embossée. Et la semaine, pas la semaine prochaine, mais dans 2 semaines, je vais avoir des nouveaux poudres qui a l'air très métallique. So I'm going to have some powders that are very metallic looking, and that on chipboard will be amazing. But right now, I know I had an embossing powder here. Where's my embossing powder? I just had one. Oh, that's the glitter. Okay. Where's my navy? Voila. And what I'm going to do is, again, I'm going to put the wow. Okay, et comme ça, c'est une surface au complet. I'm sure that I'll be able to get a good coverage. Okay. So I've put it really in there. And now, where's that nice little paper I used before? Voila. I'm going to put this on here. OK. Et oui, je n'ai pas complètement couvert parce que je veux essayer quelque chose. Je veux essayer de mettre aussi le rusty hinge au même temps pour voir qu'est-ce que ça va faire. Once I'm playing, guys, I need to play. OK? Et on va voir à quoi ça va l'air si on fonde les deux au même temps. OK? So now I've just mixed 2 colors. And of course, I can't recuperate what's left, but let's see if that's going to show up at all. Okay? So, voila. Let's close this, or I'm going to blow it all over the place. And let's heat it up. Et ce que je peux faire, si je veux ajouter un petit peu plus de rusty hinge, je vais le mettre là. Je vais chauffer un petit peu encore. Donc, je chauffe un petit peu. Je vais mettre un peu de la glaze. Voilà. OK. Puis, après ça, je chauffe un petit peu plus. OK? And it does, OK, quand tu fais chaleur sur le poudre embossée, des fois, sur le chipboard, des fois, ça sent comme, pas comme du feu, mais comme ça commence à brûler. So look how pretty that came out. And you can see where I've got the rust in there. OK? Donc, vous pouvez toujours mélanger tes poudres. Tu peux mettre des paillettes dedans. So, really, really, I like the way that came out. OK? So, une autre idée. Anybody else? I know, I love the mix of the color. That is the navy from Ranger. It's really a nice blue, okay? Look how nice that navy is. Et on ne peut pas toujours trouver un marine, Donc, c'est vraiment beau comme marine. Okay? So I really do like that as a navy. All right. So the last thing, la dernière chose que j'ai voulu essayer sur cet morceau-là est d'ajouter juste une petite touche de la cire. And I think I'm going to go with a silver this time. Okay? Donc, juste un petit peu. J'ai mis juste un petit peu sur mon doigt. And I'm just going to brush it over. Okay? So, we'll see if you can see it. You would have been able to see the other color better, but I like the silver on here. Donc, je ne mets pas tout, mais je veux mettre des touches de l'argent. So, again, all I did was play. And you know that I didn't know where I was going when I started. Okay, I don't know if you can see that, si tu peux le voir. J'ai pas mis beaucoup, mais juste assez pour teinter mon chipboard un petit peu. Okay? So I don't know if you can see that, but I just wanted to add highlights on my chipboard. So si je bouge un petit peu, peut-être. Je sais pas. If I go that way, do you see more or less? Si je fais ça, non, c'est mieux d'aller comme ça. Okay, I'm going to come back in a second. Voila. So you see? So now they really look like greasy gears. Et ça sur un projet va être tellement beau. Okay? So again, it just looks like greasy, messy, chunky gears. And that's what you want them to look like. So, yes, dark yellow would look good too. Unfortunately, I don't have all those colors at my fingertips. So, if I could plan ahead of time next time, then maybe I would. This is about as dark a yellow as I have, and it's a paint, so I think it would cover. Si j'utilise ça ici, moi je pense que ça va couvrir la couleur, puis c'est pas ça que je vais le faire. So, see, I could kind of just, I could go over it like that and just add in a touch of yellow. Donc, tu peux continuer jusqu'au temps que tu décides que oui, je l'aime. So the yellow starts to look a bit gold. So yeah, but I think that it can highlight the gears. Voila. So I'm just trying to put it, but it's really, really just, ça donne la look un peu dorée au lieu de jaune. So just for fun, like I said, I'm just playing. Okay? And anybody who wants to do this video can play too. Okay? So don't forget to play, guys. Try everything on your desk at least once so that you know what it'll look like and what you can do, how you could change things. I mean, you have the products there anyways. Vous avez des produits déjà. Donc, pourquoi pas les essayer sur les différentes surfaces? Tim, il dit ça toujours. Il dit, teste sur différentes surfaces avant de dire, oh, ça c'est c'est la seule chose que je peux faire avec. Essaye, puis voir qu'est-ce que vous pouvez faire. I'm kind of liking that, so I'm going to keep that as is. And my gold is starting to dry, mais je pense que ça va être mieux la semaine prochaine de te montrer. Mais tu peux le voir que déjà, ça commence à sécher. Et déjà, ça change couleur à doré. So, you can see that. So it's just kind of starting to set in there in the gold. It's kind of different. So I'm liking that. And just because I'm me, I'm going to put a spray over the top of that and see what happens. Just pour voir. Voila. And I'm going to do this to get some of the dark off. Okay, so that's kind of interesting. So again, I sprayed right on top of my glitter, donc ça brille encore, mais comme j'ai fait un bleu foncé, ça a changé mes paillettes à bleu foncé. Rien plus que ça. So, it is time to say goodbye. À demain. Puis demain, oublie pas, on va avoir une annonce spéciale ou une vidéo spéciale à 1h demain. So 1 o'clock tomorrow, we're going to have a special announcement, and it's going to be a lot of fun. So join us tomorrow, 1 o'clock. Je pense pas que ça va être moi. Peut-être moi, je vais joindre à la fin. Mais demain à 1h, on a une annonce spéciale. So, bye guys. Love you all. Enjoy this beautiful weekend. And we'll see you soon. Bye-bye tout le monde. Bonne fin de semaine.